Good morning to all. Today I am going to discuss you about liquidation of companies. Liquidation means winding up. It is a process by which a company is dissolved. In certain situation, company may become or a firm may become insolvent. So in that case, liquidators will be appointed and entrusted with the duties to do all the liquidation process. Liquidator is appointed with the following duties: selling of assets of the company, paying of its liabilities. If there is any deficiency to pay the creditors, the shareholders, rightly called as a contributors, are called upon to pay the unpaid amount on their shares. After making payment of all debts, if there is any surplus left, it may be distributed to the contributors according to their rights under the articles. After going through the above process, the registrar of companies removes the name of the company from the register of companies. Let us see how the liquidator's financial statement of account has been prepared. The following particulars related to a limited company which went into voluntary liquidations. Preferential creditors rupees 25,000, unsecured creditors rupees 58,000, 6% debentures rupees 30,000. The asset realized rupees 80,000. The expenses of liquidations amounted to rupees 1,500 and the liquidator's remuneration was agreed at 2.5% on the asset realized and 2% on the amount paid to unsecured creditors, including preferential creditors. Show the liquidator's final statement of accounts. Now, let us prepare the liquidator's final statement of accounts. Debit side, we can mention it as a receipt, and credit side as payment. Debit side, we will enter the amount which is realized from selling the assets. That comes to rupees 80,000. And under the payment side, these are all the lists to be followed while making the liquidation. Legal charges, if any, liquidator's remuneration, it should be given for on the asset realized and preferential creditors, finally unsecured creditors. And by liquidation expenses, by debenture holders, by preferential creditors, and finally unsecured creditors. Liquidators must be following strictly this order of payment. Once again, I will repeat the order of payment. On the credit side, we will be entering the payment, legal charges. Second one, liquidators remunerations on asset realized. And second one for preferential creditors, finally unsecured creditors. And next comes liquidation expenses, debenture holders, preferential creditors, and finally unsecured creditors. Here, the final amount which is available for the unsecured creditor should be compared with the question. What is the amount due as per the question to the unsecured creditors? 58,000. Yes, but while available after making this order of payment, available amount is rupees only 21,000, which is lesser than the due amount. That is, actual due is 58,000, but the amount available after making the payment to all the parties is rupees 21,000. So we have to calculate the liquidators remunerations on unsecured creditors in this way, in this mode. That is, available amount 21,000 into 2 divided by 100 plus 2%. So if there is deficiency of amount, we have to do this calculation, that is into 2 divided by 102, that is 100 plus the percentage of remunerations for unsecured creditors. It comes to around rupees 412. So that will be recorded here. Remaining thing, we are just following the instructions given in the question. So finally, unsecured creditors is the balancing figure which comes to 20,588. This is the balancing figure, that is the difference between debit with credit. So the final amount will be settled to the unsecured creditors is rupees 20,588. Yes, thank you.